Welcome back, everyone, to Chapter 17 of Uncharted 1 on Brutal Difficulty. Now, I'm just going to tell you guys this right now. You're going to want to pick up the shotgun because you're going to have a lot of very close-range encounters very soon. And another thing that I'm going to tell you guys right now, before the fight actually kicks off, is there's a pit in this room. It's to my left. And I had no idea this pit was here, because this sequence is so dark on my monitor that I couldn't see it. And I'm not joking when I tell all of you that I fell off that pit like a good 4 or 5 times, and it's the only reason I had to restart this sequence a bunch of times was because of that. It's so stupid. I don't even know why that pit's even there. It shouldn't be there. Like, who does that? But anyway, you're gonna boost Elena up. She's gonna get to the top of this, and it's gonna trigger a lot of enemies and a bit of a survival sequence. So really, all that you need to do in order to get your way through this survival sequence is just run around the room. Not on the extreme edge, because as you can see, you know, there's a bunch of pillars separating the outermost ring of the room. And if you go in past where the pillars are, you'll most likely run into that pit. It's right there. See it? You'll most likely fall into that if you do that. So I don't recommend doing that at all. Just stay towards the center, run around in a bit of a circle, and just blind fire with this shotgun as all of the enemies come to you. Fortunately, the developers are really nice, and these enemies are a 2-hit kill. So typically speaking, if you get hit here, you're not really in all that big of a deal. So as long as you can just keep your composure, run around this room for a bit, make sure that you ammo trick in order to get a bunch of extra shotgun ammo, because this way you'll be able to really fight off the hordes for as long as you possibly can without really having to worry about ammo. Because otherwise you're going to be in a whole world of hurt, and you're going to have to try avoiding them, kiting them around the room a little bit more, which is possible. You can be successful doing it that way, but I just choose not to do that because I like to opt for a more action-heavy method of solving my problems. Admittedly, that's probably the reason why I typically fail a lot of games, is because I try to do them as aggressively as possible, which I really should be more passive, but that's beside the point. Yeah, like that pit right there. See that right there? I walked over that pit. If this were any other day, I would have fallen down that pit, but no, Nathan Drake's legs just kind of perfectly extended across that pit like it was nobody's business. I must not have realized just how close I came to dying right there. But after that, you're going to get another little scene where, what's that dude's name? I think it's like Raha, I think his name is. But after he gets totally owned by these things, you're going to be stuck on your own. So you're going to need to survive for just a little bit longer before Elena actually drops down a bit of a rope to come into the room. Now, I don't know about you guys, but grabbing things in this game, I've never had a problem until this one sequence. And I had the most goofy Three Stooges moment that you're about to watch right now. For some reason, Nathan Drake just would not want to grab this rope. And what happens instead is Nathan is very willing to just sit in the middle of this room full of creatures that are trying to kill him, and it's the worst thing in the world. Like, all I want to do is just grab this rope. Thank you. Finally. So all you gotta do is just climb up out of this little pit of doom, and then Elena will swing the crane over, and you'll be at the end of the chapter. The only thing that's left is a very cinematic, very climactic, very just exciting chase sequence as you're all trying to escape. Now, it reminds me a lot, actually, of Uncharted 2's bus at the start of Chapter 5, actually, now that I think about it. It almost probably has the exact same programming if I think about it. But that's it for this chapter. I'll see you guys next time for Chapter 18.